Good afternoon. Anybody who's in the building trying to stay warm, come out now. So, I am Kevin Baker, the Executive Director of the Airport Authority, and I'm here to say welcome to all of you, and thank you for being here. To me, this is just so cool. It's so cool. For the last 2 months, I've been taking calls and emails and texts constantly, and all those people were asking about a certain project. And my only response to all of them was to reply with this picture. Now, those of you who are over 30 will know who this is. Those of you who do not know who this is, your assignment is to watch Me TV tonight at 10 o'clock. And it will be very clear from then on. So I heard a little rumor that there's going to be some kind of an announcement here today, and I'm hopeful that after that announcement, I'll be better informed to answer some of those questions. And so with that, we're going to get started, and I'm going to introduce to you all the Secretary of Commerce for the state of North Carolina, Michelle Baker Sanders. Madam Secretary.
Thank you, Kevin, and I'm sure everyone was thinking, as I, there better be some kind of announcement here today, right? We're all sitting out here in this nice, brisk, chilly wind. Good afternoon to all of you, and thank you for being here today. Today is another great day in North Carolina where we are talking about new jobs and new investments, ones that will benefit both our state and the people in the community here and across the state. Governor Cooper will be sharing more news about that in just a moment. This is another important day in North Carolina, and once again, we're coming together to celebrate the power of working together with economic developers, with the local community, our legislature, our governor, working together with many others who I may have missed on that list. But the bottom line is, in North Carolina, we do work together for a common good, and we do work together to serve our communities and help grow our communities. That's a competitive advantage for us. CEOs talk to us and talk to others every day and make decisions where they're going to locate. The company we celebrate today could have gone anywhere, but they chose, once again, they chose us. They chose North Carolina. Now, to keep North Carolina's competitive edge sharp, we're taking the same approach we use to help companies succeed, to also make sure that the state's workforce remains second to none. Make no mistake, in today's business world, a skilled, well-trained, reliable workforce is a huge competitive advantage. North Carolina's workforce has always been one of our bigger strengths. Successful workforce development programs bring together many people and organizations pulling together toward a common goal. Our universities, community colleges, businesses, and many local and regional partners that form the backbone of the state's workforce system, known as NC Works, all of these groups bring something unique to the system. The state's new strategic plan for economic development lays out new ideas for keeping the edge sharp and building a skilled workforce that we need. Every person in our state must have every opportunity to land a good job and to keep a good job. That means access to education and specialized training from cradle to career, as the governor often says. And I appreciate the leadership of the governor for his vision for leading us towards a better and more diverse and more inclusive future. It's that leadership, his collaboration and partnership with others, and I have to also acknowledge our partnership, commerce partnership with the Economic Development Partnership of North Carolina. It's that type of collaboration and foresight that is bringing us here today. In today's business world, we know that North Carolina must be first in talent, not just first in flight. But speaking of flight, it's time for our big takeoff today. So let's hear the announcement we've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Governor, Roy Cooper.
Well, thank you, Madam Secretary, and good afternoon, everybody. We're back here in the Piedmont Triad once again to talk about good-paying, advanced manufacturing jobs, talking about sustainable energy and the future of clean transportation, talking about going places. Last month it was by land. Today it's by air. And it's great to announce that Boom Supersonic, the company that's building the next generation of cleaner, faster passenger jets, will build them right here at the Piedmont Triad Airport, creating 1,761 new good-paying jobs. In December, we gathered right down the road to welcome Toyota to North Carolina. Electric vehicles are an integral part of the world's transportation future, and Toyota's new EV battery plant means our state will play a significant role in the future of cars and trucks. But today, we're here to talk about the aviation industry, where the Greensboro area and the Triad already excels with top-flight aeronautics companies. On yes, another chilly day, 118 years or so ago, the Wright brothers took off from Kitty Hawk, making North Carolina first in flight. And this afternoon, we're launching the future of flight. The goal is supersonic, zero-carbon, sustainable flight that will connect the world at record speed with the least damage to our environment. Boom Supersonic will locate its flagship final assembly line, its Superfactory, right over there. The new jobs created will include opportunities for engineers, supervisors, and numerous manufacturing specialists and technicians. The state of North Carolina is proud to be a partner in this project, and economists have estimated that it will impact our state's economy by nearly $32.3 billion over the next 20 years. We are ready with the education, with the diverse workforce, with the transportation, with the good economy, and with the quality of life necessary for success. And when I talk about partnership here, it is a broad one. This would not have happened without the support of local and state leaders, many of whom are here today. Secretary Michelle Sanders and her team at the Department of Commerce, Chris Chung and his team at the Economic Development Partnership of North Carolina, the General Assembly. We have Senator Phil Berger and Speaker Tim Moore here today, Senator Dan Blue and Representative Robert Reeves, everybody working together. Our community colleges and universities, the Piedmont Triad Airport Authority, Duke Energy, all of the local elected officials who were here, the General Assembly members who were here, economic development groups like the Carolina Corps, the Piedmont Triad Partnership, the Guilford County Economic Development Alliance, and the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce. It is both poetic and logical that Boom Supersonic would choose the state that's first in flight for its first manufacturing plant. And as we emerge from this pandemic, as we battle climate change, as we reap the prosperity at the cutting edge of the clean energy economy, North Carolina is ready to soar. I've met with CEO Blake Scholl, and I talked with him by phone about an hour ago. He is so ready to do this. And I'm glad that Kathy Savitt is here, the President and Chief Business Officer for Boom Supersonic. And I wanted her to come forward and present her today with the symbolic gift of our partnership here in North Carolina. She's instructed me before that I'm not to fumble this, and I'm not. Kathy, we are so grateful for this partnership. We hope that you will take this ceremonial plate, the great seal of the state of North Carolina, with the motto, Esse quam videre, which means to be rather than to seem. And you will know that North Carolina, we are who we say we are, and we look forward to this great partnership with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kathy, have at it.
Okay.
Oh, right.
But before you leave, we actually have something for you as well. So I'd like to present to you, Governor Cooper, a little token and a reminder of a model of Overture, Boom Supersonic's flagship plane, about all the things we're going to build together in the future. So thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay, let's get going and talking about the supersonic future. Starting to say we actually could not be more thrilled to be here in the Piedmont Triad area. On behalf of all of us, thank you for the incredible warm welcome. It's thrilling to be here. As Governor mentioned, it was nearly 120 years ago that the Wright brothers made North Carolina first in flight. And now, over the next decade, North Carolina is going to be first again, but this time it will be the first in sustainable supersonic flight. At Boom, we're guided by one audacious mission, and that's to make the world dramatically more accessible. By the end of this decade, millions of travelers will be able to enjoy sustainable supersonic flight aboard Overture, an airline twice as fast as any commercial aircraft flying today. Here's a short video that just gives you a glimpse of what Overture is going to bring here and to the world in the future. Yay! At Mach 1.7, Overture will transform more than 500 routes worldwide. Today, the barriers of time and distance truly limit our possibilities and experiences. In a supersonic future, cities rarely visited today become more plugged into the world, becoming major travel destinations as well as business hubs. Think about it. From where we're all sitting or standing right now, Overture is going to be able to take us to Europe in just about 4 hours. What does that mean? Parents can attend meetings across an ocean and still be home in time to tuck their kids in bed. And even a donor heart can reach its recipient in time to save a life. It's the vision of the supersonic future that drives our passion for our coming to work every single day at Boom. And we ultimately want to build a place where nothing feels foreign, where far-off places and cultures are truly within anybody's reach. But speed alone is not enough to transform the way we travel across the globe. And that's why Boom is designing Overture to be sustainable, both environmentally and economically. Once in service, Overture will fly on 100% sustainable aviation fuels, allowing airlines and other aircraft operators the ability to achieve net carbon zero emissions, as well as making economic sense for their own businesses and for passengers. The benefits of supersonic travel will be wide-ranging, And we're proud to be partnering with some of the world's most innovative, customer-focused, and sustainability-minded airlines and suppliers who also share our vision. This past June, Boom announced that a new partnership with United Airlines, which included an order for 15 Overture and an option for 35 more. And as part of that announcement, very importantly, United stated their intention to fly Overture at net zero carbon. Very exciting. Japan Airlines has also secured options for 20 Overtures. At Mach 1.7, passengers are going to be able to fly from Seattle to Tokyo in just 4.5 hours. And let's not forget the US government. They too are interested in sustainable supersonic flight as well. About 2 weeks ago, we announced our latest contract with the US Air Force to help accelerate Overture development, worth up to $60 million. We're also working closely with Rolls-Royce on Overture's propulsion system and with other key suppliers across all aspects of our program. And this important supply chain is going to converge right here in the Triad. Nearly 2 years ago, we began looking for the right location to build our first Overture Superfactory. We had a list of key criteria and factors that we thought would be a really tall order for anyone to be able to accomplish. What was our criteria? We wanted a location with an excellent talent pool, good schools, and a strong infrastructure. We wanted a location where our future employees would enjoy a very high quality of life. And we wanted to find a community that would share our passion for the supersonic future. Last but certainly not least, for Overture, we needed to be close to the coast for our eventual supersonic testing, which happens over water. After a comprehensive search across the country, it became clear that the Piedmont Triad region was absolutely the best place. The Piedmont Triad has a large workforce of skilled, experienced people. The state of North Carolina is home to fantastic technical schools, community colleges, and universities, including North Carolina A&T, the largest HBCU in the country, right here in Greensboro. This site also offers great access to our supply chain with outstanding infrastructure. And the airport? Just a short half-hour subsonic flight away from the ocean, giving us all the options we need for supersonic flight tests over the Atlantic. Last but not least, the state and local governments share our vision for building a campus that will create meaningful value to this whole community. In that spirit, earlier today we announced our plans to employ more than 1,750 people here by 2030 and grow to more than 2,400 workers by 2032. As I noted earlier, one of North Carolina's many strengths is the quality of its higher education and technical training schools. At Boom, we too are deeply committed to helping develop the next generation of aerospace talent. So beginning in 2023, we will launch an internship and apprentice program at the Overture Superfactory, specifically for students who attend university, community college, or technical schools anywhere in North Carolina. Over the next 10 years, we'll create more than 200 of these opportunities. So now a little bit more on the Overture Superfactory. At this very site, we'll build airplanes that are faster and more efficient. We're leveraging state-of-the-art aviation technology, whether that be in Overture's quiet turbofan engines, our carbon composite materials, or fly-by-wire avionics. We're also implementing cutting-edge manufacturing practices like AR and VR to enhance inspections and improve safety. and quality. Additionally, in keeping with our commitment to sustainability, the Overture Superfactory will be LEED certified, and the entire campus will be net zero carbon. Net zero carbon. Our plan is for Overture to carry her first passengers by 2029, and we are on track, with groundbreaking for the Overture Superfactory set later for this very year and the beginning of production in early 2024. Looking forward, the first Overture aircraft will roll out of the Superfactory in 2025, with flight tests beginning in 2026, all powered by the sustainable aviation fuels and meeting our 100% net zero carbon goals. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone here involved in this partnership. There's so much history for us to make together here again, and I'll end with a brief video that captures a little bit of the energy surrounding this project.
We can fly. We can fly. We can fly. We can fly. Oh, 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 we can fly.
Thank you, and now it's my great pleasure to introduce Senator Phil Berger. Senator, we really appreciate your leadership in helping to make this happen.
So I was a little concerned that the chattering of my teeth would be overheard when other people were speaking. Who was in charge of the weather? First thing I want to do, my name's Phil Berger. I am the President Pro Tem of the North Carolina Senate, and things like this don't just happen. A lot of people work a long time to make things happen. I just want to recognize some of my members who are here. If I miss somebody, I apologize, but I know I've seen Senator McInnes, who's one of the co-chairs of our Transportation Committee. Also, Senator Craven is here, Senator Galey. Also, Senator Garrett represents Guilford County, and I have not seen Senator Robinson, but she also represents Guilford County. If she is here, and if I've missed anybody, I certainly apologize. Senator Sawyer, I had heard might be coming. I don't know if she's here or not. Okay. All of those members played a key role in the legislation that was passed that actually helps us get to this point. Governor, I want to thank you. Speaker Moore, thank you. Kevin Baker, thank you. This man's vision is really being realized at this airport at this time. You know, today's announcement highlights North Carolina's commitment to creating a business-friendly environment that supports innovation and job creation. Boom Supersonic's decision to build its new campus here at PTI Airport is a testament to that. The Overture Superfactory will bring more than 1,700 good-paying jobs and a $500 million investment to North Carolina. And it's not a fluke that companies like Boom are choosing North Carolina. We've spent the last decade building North Carolina's business-friendly reputation. Our state has moved from the bottom of the pack in business climate to near the top in the nation. We found a winning formula for job creation. That formula is responsible budgets, low taxes, reasonable regulation, and a good educational system. quality workforce. We've got all of that here in the Piedmont area. Companies are flocking to North Carolina because of that formula and because of our meaningful investments in our educational system. The growing interest in the Piedmont Triad region is something that I am personally invested in as I live in the Piedmont Triad area. The impact of Boom and Boom's investment in North Carolina will be felt across North Carolina and, quite frankly, across the region, not just here in the Piedmont. Our jobs-focused formula of low taxes, reasonable regulation, good schools is winning over companies, big and small. I want to thank everybody for being here today, and I think, as has been said at some of these other announcements, we're just getting started. So thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce my colleague in the House, Speaker Tim Moore.
Phil, those are the nicest things you've said about me in a long time. You know it's cold here today when he leans over and says, "Hey, can we cuddle?" He was really cold up here. Welcome to North Carolina and to Guilford County. This is absolutely incredible. I tell you, Governor, I don't care how cold it is. We can keep getting together every week like this. We want to with announcements like this. This is some of the greatest news that I've seen. I remember when Secretary Sanders came and mentioned this idea. I actually am into flight and airplanes, and I'd heard about what you guys are doing. I thought, this is too good to be true. Just think about it. I mean, I was one of those folks that was sad when the Concorde was retired, particularly for those who've had to fly the pond and to go over and sit there for 12 hours of your life you're never going to get back, flying over the Pacific, or 8 or 9 hours going over the Atlantic. To think that that flight time will be cut in half and what that will do for productivity for so many is absolutely incredible. And then to think that that aircraft is being designed, developed, and will be manufactured in North Carolina is a real feather in our cap. Before I go any further, I do want to recognize a number of my colleagues who are here. And some of you, it's kind of hard to recognize you with the mask on and everything, so if I forget anybody, just stand up and say. But I did see, of course, Representative John Faircloth over here, Ashton Clements in the House as well, John Hardister, Reese Pirtle. I thought I saw Jeff Zinger back in the back, and I thought I saw Donnie Lambeth. Also, was Amos Quick here? I thought I may have seen Amos a second ago. And did I miss anybody? Well, that's pretty good then. All right, I might get another term of speaker after all. And I also noticed Congresswoman Kathy Manning, who's here as well. So appreciate everything you do for us there at the federal level. I'll tell you, when this project came up, of course, we put forward the incentives plan into one of our budget bills. It had unanimous support. It was something that folks immediately embraced, and most folks didn't know the name of the company. But when they heard the idea of the fact of aircraft manufacturing here to build on something that's already going on here right now with another company, to see that expand, I mean, that's only going to attract even more growth. And I'll tell you, what you guys are doing here at the airport is absolutely incredible. I see nothing but great things and growth prospects, not only for this airport, for this region. And certainly you've had a lot of great leadership with the city councils and mayors and the county commissions here in Forsyth and Guilford County. And so this is really a great team effort, and it certainly is an example for us to continue to build upon. With that, welcome to North Carolina. We wish you the best. And I think the next speaker is a wonderful person, a hard worker, no stranger to these folks. Of course, Mayor Nancy Vaughn of Greensboro.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to be here. On behalf of the Greensboro City Council, I would like to welcome Boom to our area. Thank you so much for your trust in our region, and we appreciate being a part of your dream and your vision. I would like to ask my colleagues on the Greensboro City Council to stand and be recognized. I know that our council is here. This has been a true team regional approach. I appreciate the collaboration between Forsyth and Guilford counties and the cities of High Point, Winston-Salem, and Greensboro. This is great news for the future of the North Carolina core. When one succeeds, we all succeed. I am so pleased that PTIA will be the site of another cutting-edge aircraft. We are invested in Boom's success and the success of our airport. Years ago, we talked about an Aerotropolis, and Boom's commitment to our airport, along with the existing businesses, are making that dream a reality. Airports are built on commerce. Airports make things move. A sub-region whose infrastructure, use, and economy are centered around the airport. This announcement helps us emphasize the I in PTIA. Those of us here know that I stands for international. This announcement will be watched globally, internationally, and will change the way people travel. Boom already has an international presence with their established relationships. I also want to recognize Brent Christensen and the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce for the great job they did in landing, sorry, I had to go there, in landing this incredible project. As a former member of the Airport Authority, I appreciate the hard work of Kevin Baker, his staff, and the existing Airport Authority members. Thank you for your leadership. And lastly, I want to thank Blake Scholl and Kathy Savitt for their leadership, for their vision, and for entrusting us with their dream. Thank you. And I will be followed by Jay Wagner of High Point.
Thank you, Nancy. I'm High Point Mayor Jay Wagner. Happy to be here today. I think some of our council folks are here. I didn't get a chance to see you, but if you are here from High Point City Council, wave your arm. I see Councilman Britt Moore is here, and some of our city staff as well, our city manager, Tasha Logan Ford, and some other folks from High Point. I really appreciate y'all coming out today, and I appreciate the opportunity to get to recognize them. You know, Governor and our state legislature folks, we're going to need a new license plate. Maybe future of flight. You know, first of flight, maybe we need future of flight too. When we met with the Boom folks several months ago, we talked about the power of three. And what we meant by that was 3 cities pooling our strengths together so that we could do world trade the right way here at the airport. 3 great cities with great people making great things happen. So we have the site, we have the people, and now we have the company. So thank you so much for what you're announcing today. We are very excited to bring Boom to High Point and to the Triad. The Triad has a manufacturing heritage, and our tagline has been, "You can make it here." And so we are so excited that you will be making your supersonic jet here in the Piedmont Triad. As the mayor of the city of High Point, please know that I, along with my colleagues, are committed to your company's success. And we look forward to partnering with you and know that we are just a phone call away. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Alan Joins, the mayor of the city of Winston-Salem, and also a member of the Piedmont Triad Airport Authority. I told the senator on the way up here I'll be very brief because it is cold out here, and we thank you all for your patience. Governor, Senator Berger, Representative Moore, all the other elected officials, and my colleagues on the city council who are here. If you all will stand up, please. Our Mayor Pro Tem Adams, Councilmember Scipio, Councilmember Larson, Councilmember Burke, thank you for being here. And of course, President Savitt, thank you. As everyone has said, we're so grateful for your investment in our community. I'm sorry that Blake cannot be here today. I was going to tell him I was so happy to welcome him here in June, but today I am so very, very happy to welcome you back permanently to the Piedmont Triad area. I think the state, this was a very collaborative effort. I thank the state of North Carolina, Governor, Senator Berger, and Representative Moore for bringing this all together. It took a lot of pushing and pulling to make all this happen, and it came together very well. I also want to mention our local delegation and Representative Lambeth, I believe, is here for his leadership in making this happen as well. You know, this $500 million project with over 1,700 jobs and what I believe will be the support companies that want to locate close by here will have a huge impact on our whole region. And Winston-Salem is delighted to be a part of this effort. I congratulate the Piedmont Triad Airport Authority and staff, both past and present, for having the foresight to have the infrastructure here to allow this opportunity to happen. You know, folks, I believe this project will be create a paradigm shift in our area. Maybe 10 years from now, when we look back on this day, we may very well say that this was the day we stopped talking about what we can be and start becoming what we really are here in the Triad. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Melvin Skip Austin, Chairman of the Gifford County Board of Commissioners. And on behalf of the Gifford County Board of Commissioners, I think we have some of our commissioners here. Will you all please stand where you are? See Mr. Upchurch, Mr. Perdue, Ms. Branson, Ms. Carly Cook, and Ms. Foster, and Ms. Cashin. Thank you all for being here. And on behalf of the Gifford County Board of Commissioners, I want to extend our congratulations to Boom Supersonic and our expansion in Gifford County. We are excited that you decided to join in our growing community. We want you to know that we stand ready, willing, and able to make sure your success is our success as well. Gifford County is on the move. We have an amazing aviation workforce to draw from. We're investing in our educational system, expanding and growing our businesses, and working closely with all of our business and community partners. The future here in Gifford County is very bright, and we are proud that you are part of our growing family. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Governor Cooper, the mayors and the city council members, our economic development teams, headed by Brent Christensen and Patrick Chaplin, along with Kevin Baker and our Airport Authority Board, as they continue to recruit great businesses like Boom Supersonic to come to our county and this great state. In closing, rather than to say that we are excited to be kicking off this partnership with a big bang, I'm happy to say that we are thrilled to kick off this partnership with a big boom. Welcome, Boom Supersonic, to Gifford County.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dave Plyler, a major TV star, radio personality, friend of the poor, and a man who has a great group of colleagues on the Forsyth County Board of Commissioners. I don't know where you folks are, but I'd like to ask you to stand and take a round of applause. And the staff. Where are you? Over here? Good. I'm speaking extemporaneously because, generally speaking, it's difficult to understand what I say when I read something, and I want to say it sincerely. Forsyth County is very, very, very proud to be part of this celebration today. I can remember very well when Piedmont Triad International Airport changed from the Greensboro Airport to what it is today. That was a milestone, the kind of thing that people say, yeah, I remember that was before they got to be where they are today. What we're doing today is going to be unbelievably successful, in my opinion, as we continue to bring business and jobs to our community. I will say without hesitation or reservation that things like this, where somebody comes up and says, well, we'll put $500 million in this and create 1,750 or 51 jobs, that just doesn't happen every day, and we've got some great people. I would like to thank the local, state, and federal officials, elected officials, who have worked so hard on this project. I'm delighted that we're here. There's a television station, as you're all aware of, that I worked for many, many years, the NBC affiliate, WXII Television. And they used to have a saying, and it still holds true. We're broadcasting to the Piedmont Golden Triad. Well, the word golden has not lost its tarnish, and today is proof positive that that tarnish is returning with $500 million attached to the end, and what a way to end. And this is just the beginning. I'd like to end, too, because I only have 2 minutes to speak, by mentioning Billy Craddock. I hesitate to mention his name fully because it might be taken the wrong way, and I hope, oh, you already know. Well, I hope you will not spread the word, but his middle initial is Billy Crash Craddock. Billy was he was a favorite of Fred Curry, who owned the fabulous, glamorous Plantation Supper Club in Greensboro, and he made a record for Columbia Records. And the record sold 1 million copies in Australia. Now look, he's from Guilford County, lives in Forest Oaks. Sold 1 million copies in Australia and in England. It did not sell 1 million copies in Guilford County. But Billy was great. And how many people remember that song, and can you remember the name of the song? Nobody. I kept thinking, I can't help it, because I sat in that chair over there and I thought, what a great thing to do is bring Billy back, because he's still alive, still lives here. And when they take the first plane out on the runway and run that sucker off, they can play Billy's recording of Boom Boom Baby. Thank you very much.
Well, good afternoon. My name is Paul Menger, and I'm the chairman of the Airport Authority. Welcome all of our guests today, and let me tell you, today is a huge win for our airport, for our aerospace center, for our community, and for North Carolina in general. We've been waiting a long time to be able to talk to people about how excited we are to have Boom join us on our airport campus. Welcome very much. As you now know, PTI will provide facilities to Boom Supersonic for its aircraft manufacturing. They collaborate, as you have heard, closely with Rolls-Royce on their propulsion system. They have a strategic partnership with the United States Air Force, and they have orders to purchase their planes. This is something that is real and very exciting for the Triad. Boom will be in good company at PTI as it joins our family of aerospace leading industries, leading companies such as Cessna, FedEx, Honda, HAECO, and many others. Attracting companies like Boom doesn't happen in a vacuum. It happens because of collaboration, and I want to sincerely thank our elected officials, including Governor Cooper, Secretary of Commerce Sanders, Senator Berger, Speaker Moore, the Forsyth and Guilford County Board of Commissioners and their chairs, the Greensboro, High Point, and Winston-Salem City Councils, as well as their mayors. A lot of people have been involved in this great effort. These and many other elected officials have supported this effort in their word and deed, and we thank you very much. As you may know, the Piedmont Triad Airport has a dual co-equal mission of number one, providing outstanding facilities for air travel, and two, acting as an economic engine to generate some of the best jobs in our community. PTI may be the oldest and best example of regional collaboration in the Carolina core. We have representatives from each of the three major cities, as well as the two largest counties in the Triad. I would like to recognize the authority members who are here today, past and present, as well as our very capable Executive Director, Kevin Baker. Would the airport board members and staff that are here please stand. I can't say enough about their Herculean effort to bring Boom to North Carolina and to PTI, and we are so happy to have you here. The airport, the Piedmont Triad Partnership, and the North Carolina Core are executing on a shared vision of attracting great companies to our region based on transportation, airport, and other infrastructure, available educational opportunities, and a business-friendly environment that you've heard so much about and you will continue to hear more about. The cooperative and combined efforts of all of the region's economic development organizations contribute to the results we see today. I would like to especially recognize Brent Christensen and his team from the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce, who have been our day-to-day partner throughout this endeavor to attract Boom to the Triad. As a result of our collaborative work, decades of forethought and planning that came long before the current board at the PTI airport, we have over 8,600 people employed on the PTI campus, over 8,600. And with today's announcement, we'll be adding almost 2,000 more good jobs, new, cutting-edge, attractive jobs that North Carolina needs. Jobs are truly the lifeblood of our community, and while today is a great announcement, we can't stop pushing for more. We're so happy that Boom is joining us, but buckle up, because we're not done. We're not done seeking, discovering, and landing great opportunities for our community. Thank you very much for attending today, if you haven't frozen to death yet. Please stay with us and enjoy some refreshments. But before we adjourn our meeting, please join me in giving Boom a very warm welcome to our Piedmont Triad Airport.